So, this video is going to be quick because my phone's going to die. It's about stocks and bonds, discharging debt, and investing into the United States, right? So what is a stock? Stock is basically some type of asset within a company. When you invest in stocks, you basically become a shareholder of a percentage of that company. Then you can trade that and sell it to other people. So let's say the company's, a company's worth $65 million and you invest in 2% of that stocks. Then, and the stock is, let's say, $2,000 when you buy it. When the company makes more money, the value of its stock is going to go up. So let's say it goes from 65 million to 70 million. Now that stock is worth, let's say, instead of $2,000, it's worth $2,500. And then you can then sell that stock for an additional $500. So that's basically how stocks and bonds work. The problem with that is that you're going to get taxed on it. Don't believe me? Let's look at House Resolution 25, Fair Tax Act of 2019. Findings related to the federal income tax. So Congress finds federal income tax, 1, retards economic growth and has reduced the standard of living of the American public. It impedes the international competitiveness of the United States industry. It reduces savings and investment in the United States by taxing income multiple times. So it doesn't matter how much you invest in stocks and bonds, you're going to lose. So how come these Moors telling you, what is it, Forex? Why are these same Moors telling you to invest into Forex are also telling you about discharging debt? If you can discharge debt, what you need to invest fiat into stocks for? Why are they playing you? It's called cognitive dissonance. What they're saying doesn't even make sense.
No, it's called selling out.
Or selling out, either way, right? Right? Then, hold on, right here. House Resolution 5404. Look, the United States dollar has lost 30% of its purchasing power since the year 2000 and 96% of its purchasing power since the end of the gold standard in 1913. So why are you investing any type of Federal Reserve notes into any stocks? Plus, right, don't forget, under Obama, the government shut down for what? Lack of funding. Then, under Donald Trump, government shut down for what? Lack of funding. So if the United States is broke, why are you investing in stocks and bonds of the United States? Since it ain't money. Why are these people lying to you?
In the United States, the stock market is
Then,
crashing.
look, the stock market been crashed. If you simply Google search COVID-19, it'll say COVID-19 caused the stock market to crash. So why are these Moors telling you to invest in a broken stock market? If the stock, that's like saying, hey, I just crashed my fucking Nissan Rogue and it's totaled, but invest $3,000 into it and it's yours.
Not to say
It's not even $3,000 car anymore.
And not to say that, you can't, I'm not going to do that, that you can't, make fiat through stocks and bonds, because you can, but you absolutely have to know what you're doing. You can't just pay somebody for some freaking lecture and then, expect to be able to make money. You literally have to understand that stocks and bonds is gambling. You're gambling with your fiat. So instead of investing in Forex and stocks and bonds and all these, or carrot bars, why don't you just buy the silver and gold?
Or buy land.
Or buy land, something that's gonna increase in value, rather than you can decrease or literally lose all your money.
Let me see. I'm gonna do this for you, right? Because we can't keep saying, oh, there is no money, and then say invest in stocks and bonds. What are you talking about? Because they don't want to address the situation for what it is. We're forced to use their money. Let's separate from it. Period. How do we do that? We do exactly what Noble Drew Ali told us to do. Enforce the fact that we need a treasury. Rise of the Moors has one. So that means when the United States dollar fully collapses and there's no circulating medium of exchange around here, Rise of the Moors is going to have their own, backed by gold and silver. What are you Moors going to have? Right? Let me look. Stock market crash. 2020.
Oh, you should do Google, because my thing is set to a different browser.
Oh.
You should see something up there.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up for y'all. Yeah, y'all could invest in Rise of the Moor stocks. I'm making some bonds. I just haven't made this information public yet because I'm gonna have to reveal how much Rise of the Moors is worth etc, which I've been debating about. Like Juju was saying, once a private company gets involved in stocks and bonds, everything's public. So I'm gonna have to constantly update the value of the company, which, you know, instead of me personally doing everything, I'm gonna have to have someone to do it. But anyway, look, this is Google. The 2020 stock market crash is a global stock market crash that began on February 20th, 2020. So why are there more telling you right now to invest in stocks and bonds? Why?
And then when you do invest in certain companies, do you know what you're investing in? Are you perpetuating the private prison industrial complex? Are you
Facts.
furthering child human trafficking?
Facts, because they be talking about all these pedophiles. They know for a fact that these people are pedophiles, but they're not cross-referencing into the stocks and bonds that they're investing in, because it could be human stock and human bondage.
Are you supporting ICE? Where is your dollar going?
These people don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
They
You're
don't.
You're just thinking about making more dollars when really you're also a part of the problem by perpetuating some of these big ass issues that are going around currently.
Facts. And Noble Drew Ali been told us we have to stop looking at investment as a, you know, I put in and get something out immediately. That's not how investing fucking works. You know, if you invest in gold and silver, you're literally sitting on that for years. It's called a hard asset. Why do these Moors want these non-tangible assets? Literally, with the stimulus check, they were able to type in a number and send it into quote unquote your account without your permission. So you don't think these people can empty that account without your permission as well? You don't see how they're trying to digitalize everything so that way they can just press a button and empty out your account? How do you not see that? This is the same reason why Noble Drew Ali been said back then, if you have money in the bank, take that shit out. And then in the oral statements by the prophet, you'll see where there's Europeans that were looking for the prophet when he died saying, hey, he literally helped me save my family estate. Why do Moors keep fucking around? Y'all being fucking dumb. Yes, discharge is real, but not the way that they're explaining that shit to you. That's basically all we want. That's all we wanted to say for real.
Do you want to show this as an example?
Is your private information on that? Yes.
No. Look right here.
Oh yeah. All right. Check this out. It says, Dear Julissa,
I was dying.
on 7/24/2020, your account was sold to Midland. That's the same place as the that's claiming that house over there. Midland Credit Management Inc., which is now the sole owner of this debt. So they're claiming that they own the debt.
Okay, so thank you.
Midland Credit Management Inc., a debt collection company, will be collecting on and servicing your account. But they just said that they own the debt.
The sole owner of the debt.
So how is it her account if they sold it without her permission?
And they're taking ownership of it.
And they just said they own the debt. You don't see this? You don't see the game? You don't see the game?
Discharge.
So
Me writing a letter saying you took sole ownership of this debt, therefore I no longer am responsible for any of this debt. That's
Period.
discharge.
But they're not explaining that shit to you. These people, yo, read Mr. Rothschild's child, whatever, his energy discovery. Read that shit, and you'll see all these people telling you invest in stocks, and all these motherfuckers act like they know what the fuck they're talking about. You'll see it's greed. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. Greed. That's it. They don't want to support the people that gave them the information. That's not what they want. They don't want to support the people that corrected their concepts. That's not what they want. They just want you to pay them for information they're not even fucking actually exercising. All right, Moors, y'all might want to start reading. Read this. This is Title 12 of the United States Code, subsection 411. Since you want to talk about fucking discharging debt that these motherfuckers don't know shit about, let's just read it right here. Federal Reserve notes to be issued at the discretion of the of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System for the purpose of making advances to Federal Reserve banks through the Federal Reserve agents as hereinafter set forth and for no other purpose are authorized. The said note shall be the obligations of the United States, period. which means what? There's discharge. Why? Because it's their obligation, not yours. That's discharge. That's why when we filed the claim against David Allen Pender in federal court, we made them proceed pro bono, which means they discharged the debt. Did I have to say, hey, pay me fucking $3,000 or take my private consultation service or take this seminar to get this information? No, I just gave it to you for free. Why? Because it doesn't affect me. I don't want your money. I don't want your fiat. I don't. I would like to end oppression. The only way to end oppression is to free you from mental bondage. That's what the prophet said. So what the fuck are these people getting out of you? Your energy. Why? Because that's all they want. They don't care about you. All these people, they got 300 followers on social media. There's no images or pictures of them in the streets teaching people. They have never been teaching anyone for any amount of time, and they're going to tell you about discharging debt. They have no track record whatsoever when the prophet already told you that a true leader shows you the footprints to show you that they've been that way. A block of wood could just point and you're going to go just follow the pointers. You're not going to follow the leaders that's been paving the way. Okay.
Keep following dead
All right.
ends.
All right, Morris. And y'all wonder why people like Cujo got a short temper with y'all, because y'all be fucking around. Y'all be playing too much. Y'all just be listening to any and everybody. Like, what are you doing? Why are you listening to any and everybody who have no proof? They have never substantiated any of their claims, and you're going to listen to them? Why? Why? Noble Drew Ali said, if I can just get you to think for yourself, you would fucking save yourself. But nah, y'all want to go to YouTube and listen to these Europeans. For what? Y'all, listen. Some idiot said the Social Security number was created for your benefit. How? So our entire people are in poverty, but it's created for our benefit? You're smoking crack.
First of all, our old people are barely getting Social Security benefits they pay into because that shit gets stolen.
And then they have to apply for it.
We'll never see that money.
Then they have to apply for it. And they get it when they're 60 and die at 70. So what are they getting?
They literally get a portion of what they paid into it. Like literally.
And it's not even payment.
The ones after us will never.
It's not even payment. How is it your account when you didn't create it? And on the back of the Social Security number, it says, if lost, return to the Social Security Administration that was created in 1935 after the prophet's death. So you can't say that the prophet taught that. Those Moors didn't have a Social Security number, so how were they living? If it was created for our benefit, you fucking retards. Stop listening to these Moors that have nothing to show you, nothing to prove. All they want is your attention. Stop listening to them. Study. Read that. And read this. And read that. You see how I just gave this information to you for free? See how I'm giving this information to you for free? See how I'm just giving it to you for free? Now, if you want to support me, purchase my books. If not, don't. I'm not into selling Moore's dreams. That's not what I'm fucking into. I'm into ending oppression. And it's ugly. The way to actually end oppression is ugly. It's not, oh yeah, just file a document and invest in these stocks and bonds and everything's gonna be fucking peachy keen. That's not how none of this shit works. Look at any single country that has their independence. It was not pretty. Period. Any more trying to sugarcoat shit, they're deceiving you. Any more telling you shit and not giving you full disclosure, saying you're going to face opposition, is fucking deceiving you. That's why every time you used to watch my videos, what? Caveat emptor. It might be codified, but all you had to do was Google search caveat emptor and what it meant. May the buyer beware. Tread lightly. Be careful. We're under fucking occupation. They're not going to just let us get over on them. They've been oppressing us for years. They're not trying to give this power up, period. Which means what? You're going to face severe opposition. So why are you listening to these idiots telling you to invest in the United States stocks and bonds when they shut down like 17 times in the past few years? What are you talking about? What money? The bank, the corporation, the United States government just shut down under Donald Trump for what? Lack of funds. So what you investing in?
HR 5404 states that the dollar lost 96% of its purchasing power.
Yeah, I just read that.
$100 bill is literally worth
$4.
4 notes.
4 of them.
But if you buy gold and silver,
If you exchange your worthless
that's
fiat
an investment
for actual metal,
that's going up and up and up right now.
which
because everything is
people
going
people
down.
aren't even paying attention to the stock market itself and telling you to invest in it. Every single time gold goes up, USD goes down. Gold is going up right now. Why are you investing in stocks and bonds instead of real assets?
They're thinking in their heads because
No, they're thinking greed.
once it crashes, they can buy real cheap. So then when it goes up again, they'll make the investment.
That's not how it
But
works.
do you know how? It's a risk.
That's not how it
gambling.
works. In real life, that's not how it works. In a feudal system where they can just print fiat and send $6 trillion to bail companies out, it works in a fraudulent system that has to keep collapsing and then restarting, and collapsing and restarting, and collapsing and restarting. And that's exactly what's been going on for years. Tosh Tariq Bey been saying that. Read the House Resolution 5404. It's designed to collapse every 30 years. It's designed to do that. Why do you want to invest in a system that's designed to do that? Because you know nothing about banking. You know nothing about stocks and bonds. You know nothing about economics. You know nothing about a treasury. You know nothing about energy input and output. You know nothing. You're just pretending. What's the point of fucking pretending? Where does that get us as a people? Nowhere. Not even Bitcoin. Stop with that Bitcoin shit too. That shit is not tangible. You can't touch it. You can touch gold and silver. So instead of getting gold and silver Bitcoin, just get gold and fucking silver.
Bitcoin is so easily hacked. You have to have a million passwords,
Listen,
do a million things in
Juju.
order to keep that shit secure.
Juju, stop.
Nah,
Hold on, no, wait.
Somebody taught me Bitcoin one time, and it was just crazy.
It was bullshit.
It's just crazy how easily it can be hacked into. Your money could be, your fiat could be stolen.
Juju, remember those same people that was telling all of us to invest in? Hold on, wait. Remember all those same people were saying invest in Bitcoin, right? Mm-hmm. And didn't Leonidas invest in that, right? Wasn't his account hacked and it said $96,000 in it, right?
Yeah.
And he could not get a penny out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
How is blockchain? It's impossible to hack into, but he can't take his $96,000 out that magically came into his account. But it's impossible to hack into? Get the fuck out. These motherfuckers are dumb. They're going to believe anything that the U.S. says to them.
Also, guess who uses Bitcoin? People who pay for child
Pedophiles?
pornography. U.S. government so they can launder their fucking money.
Didn't it come from the black market?
Yeah.
And all these fucking secret servers, the black net, the deep web?
Yep.
Oh, so you're going to invest in that.
That's how they've been using, that's how they've been paying for child pornography and shit like that to the dark web. It's through Bitcoin. That's
and
how
y'all
it's
gonna
popular.
and y'all gonna listen to these idiots and not the Moors. I'm not even listen. Rise of the Moors has a treasury. I'm not even asking you to donate fiat or gold and silver into the Rise of the Moors treasury. I'm telling you to get gold and silver for your family, for your estate. Why would you not listen to me and then listen to them? It does not benefit me as an individual, as a person, as a natural person, or the Rise of the Moors organization itself to tell you to get gold and silver. There's no direct benefit. It's indirect, because once our people are out of this fucking situation, then we can actually take control of our estate. These idiots telling you, hey, take my fucking seminar, take my consultation, and I'll tell you how to invest in stocks and bonds. They're fucking playing you. They haven't done it themselves. They're relying on your dumbass to give them fiat, and that's how they're getting their fiat. You can get gold and silver. Go to the pawn shop down your street. Get silver. Get silverware. Guess what they got? Guess what silverware is? It's forks, spoons, and knives made out of silver. It's silver platters. It's silver tea sets. That shit is out there. Go to the pawn shop. Or go to appmex.com. APMEX.com. Or, like I said, go to the pawn shop. Because you get it at spot value. So instead of paying for all the shipping and handling and all that crap and then waiting for X amount of days, just go around, look at different pawn shops and see what they have. Shop. Hit the market. Hit the market. You see what the market is? It's your interest in the objects, in the commodities. Your interest sets the value, not that price tag. Our people don't even know anything about marketing. But once you read House Resolution 5404, you'll see. Once you read House Resolution 25, Fair Tax Act of 2019, you'll see they've been controlling the market, which is controlling the people, which is controlling the value of things, which is unfair, which is why Noble Drew Ali said money Gold and silver and commerce belong to the people and the people alone, not these private bankers. Why aren't you listening to your prophet? Why? Why? Why did he tell you to form a treasury and you got Moors talking about a fucking credit union? They're not the same. Why did the prophet tell you to form a treasury and you have all these idiot Moors now talking about forming a bank? Why? That's directly against what the prophet said. Why are you listening to these people? He told you to take your money out of their banks. Why would you then take it out of their bank and then invest in their stocks and bonds? That's fucking stupid, Moors. Think. And for those of you who are not investing in their bullshit, this message isn't for you because you're already on the right track. This is for the people that are getting deceived. This is for y'all. Stop. That keeps the Europeans in power. Giving them your energy, which is representative as the Federal Reserve note. All y'all more just seen the video from Taj. All y'all dick riding his wave now, so y'all already know now. So why you keep giving them your energy? That's what keeps them alive. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Don't invest in Carrot Bars. That's a European-owned company. Who's oppressing the Moors? The Europeans. Stop. Because now, there's 98 people on here. 98 people. If all of you purchase 1 ounce of gold, guess what you can do with that gold? You can create derivatives. What's a derivative? It's a bond or a certificate, which means you can create a 1 gram certificate valued at whatever a gram of gold is, and now you can use that as a medium of exchange instead of Federal Reserve notes. That stops their bullshit. At what point did you miss it? I told the consulate this fucking years ago when I was part of the consulate. They didn't want to listen because they know shit about economics. So I was like, fuck that. I'm going to use these ideas for Rise of the Moors organization. Rise of the Moors has gold and silver in our treasury with backed silver and gold certificates. So now, if y'all have gold and silver backed certificates, now I can exchange with you. Now I can take my Rise of the Moors treasury certificates and your treasury certificates. They'll have equal value because they're both backed by gold and silver. And now we can actually have Moorish currency. Why don't y'all want that shit? Why don't you want that? Why do you want everything from these Europeans? Why? That's so goddamn dumb. You want everything from them and then complain about oppression. Why? You're being fucking stupid. Take charge of your own goddamn affairs. What are you fucking waiting for? Why are you so scared? What's the best way to learn? By trial and error. So what the fuck are you so afraid of? Why are you so afraid to invest in yourself? You claim to be a man, right? You claim to be a woman, right? You claim to be God and you claim to be part of nature and you claim all this shit. So what are you afraid of? Go invest in gold and silver. Just do it. Then what? Then you get to set your value to it. Because just because the United States says gold is up $3,000 or $2,000, guess what Moors can say? Our gold is worth $5,000,000. But keep in mind, the higher your shit is, no one's gonna trade with you. So keep that. That's the importance of market value, fair market value. Because if you're gonna tell me that your gold is 50 million and their gold is 3,000, I'm paying for their fucking 3,000. So stop being dumb, Moors. Stop being fucking dumb. And I'm saying that because there's some dumbass Moors out there saying stupid shit like that. Think. Just use your goddamn brain. If you knew what fair market value was, that wouldn't even be fucking pouring out of your mouth. Y'all get what? I hope y'all comprehend what I'm saying because this shit is not a game. I don't understand why people think this is just, oh yeah, we can say one of our ounce of gold is $5.54 billion. Who's buying that, bro? Come on, let's be serious. Let's be serious. Let's actually take our affairs serious. Please. Because we can't get out of this alone. We can't. It has to be together. So why the fuck are we fucking around? Why? Because wasn't Janae and I telling Moors to invest in gold and silver like 3 years ago? 3 years ago? 3 years ago? And Moors are telling you now to invest in stocks and bonds when I just showed you February 20th, 2020, the stock market crashed. So what the fuck are they talking about? Where can we get more information on this subject? Which subject? If you want to know about business, I have information on Rise of the Moors about business, yeah, about fair market value and all that stuff. I think the book is upstairs. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Your 3 books are right there.
No, my other book about the business one.
Oh, yeah.
It's upstairs. I'm gonna show you. All right, I'm gonna show you because Moors are fucking around, yo. Moors will tell you to invest in stocks and bonds of non-Moorish companies, and then talk about, oh, we need our own Moorish economy. What the fuck are you talking about? That's cognitive dissonance. That's telling you to do one thing and then doing another. That's saying, oh yeah, my principles are Moorish, and then I'm gonna do shit that's not Moorish. Motherfuckers is dumb. They think motherfuckers can't see through them. Stop listening to these idiots, man. They're playing you. Where's that book at? Right here. Right here. Right. Exactly. Someone said, yeah, I see a lot of Moors using that Forex stuff. For why? They're fucking playing you. You can literally Google search stock market crash of 2020. So if they're telling you that the market crashed, what are you buying into? If I say, hey, I got a car for sale, I just crashed it and I just totaled it, the engines don't work, tires don't work, airbags don't work, seatbelt don't work, there's no seats, there's no car, but baby, give me fucking $5,000 and I'll sell you the car. Come on. Come on, right? But right here. This is an actual stat. This is an actual stat. This is not some made up Forex bullshit. This is actually what my business made. And it made a lot more than that. Now, I was calculating it on the ride to Philadelphia, I think. I was thinking about making it so that Moors can invest in 2% stocks and bonds in Rise of the Moors, and that way you can, trade it amongst yourselves, which would only bring us further as a people, right? Because Rise of the Moors has been for the people since its inception. So if you invest in something that's been in your interest since its inception, it's only going to get better the more people invest into it. So these are actual stats from, I use Weebly.com, which I talk about a lot of this stuff in this book. I use Weebly.com that does this for you. So you can project how much,
Sorry, just a side note. If they buy this on your website, it doesn't come in book form. You just ordered it.
Yeah. If you purchase this from the website, it doesn't come in book form. I purchased this just so I have a physical copy. But I talk about all this shit. I talk about it.
It's a PDF immediately available.
I talk about it. I don't just say, oh yeah, do this and hopefully it's gonna work. No, this is these are actual statistics from Weebly. RiseOfTheMoors.org uses Weebly as its platform. This isn't a theory. This isn't a fucking theory. This isn't, oh yeah, just invest in stocks and bonds and I'm not showing you any proof. Fuck out of here. This is real life. Oh, I apologize. It's just these people lying because what you just posted, you have a daughter, right? So I apologize for the language, but these people are lying to our people. They're lying. So now imagine if your daughter didn't have access to the truth and she's just listening to all these lies. I apologize for using foul language, but I can't stand that. I can't. That's unacceptable for me. Right? So I talk about 3 core principles of business. I'm not going to give you the whole thing. I'm not going to give you the whole thing. Because I've been giving more stuff for free for years and y'all still listening to these idiots. Right? And for some reason you think that just because they're selling you something that they know what they're talking about. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Look. This is actually from my website. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how much I made this month. This is why I'm not out here selling shit to you. I'm not selling shit to you because I'm not in this to sell shit to you. I'm in this so that way you can do what I'm doing for yourself. That's why I just give you the fucking information. And 90% of the time it's for free. Why? Because I actually care about you. Because I know you have children. I know you have mothers and fathers that you're taking care of and grandparents that you're taking care of. I know that. Why? Because I'm doing the same thing for my mom. I'm helping my mom pay bills too. Right? Hold on, I'm fat. And out of shape. Let me see. Let me look. Let me show you. Actually, I'm gonna pull it up first. This is the Weebly app, right? I just want to make sure no private information is gonna be showed, right? Let me see. I'm gonna click on sales. I'm gonna show you profits from 90 days. All right, so this is 90 days. So none of this is from the app. 90 days. Fix your screen. I have other priorities. I don't care. This is 90 days. Right? 90 days. For all those pasta shells, you're right. It's vegan though. All right, 90 days profits. Right? And I'm not doing that to flex to say, oh, I got more money than these people. Nah, because I already know it's not money. I already know we need to separate from that. That's just what I have to do now because that's the only thing that's the only thing in circulation is Federal Reserve notes right now. That's the only thing. I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that's not to me. That's nothing. Why? Because I still have to pay bills. I still have to pay a mortgage to some European who this ain't even their land. You get what I'm saying? The print. That's why Noble Drew said, "Money does not make the man. It is free national principles and standards that makes a man and a nation." It's just I made the book available if you want to know how to do business for yourself. And I don't have an EIN number. You can look it up. I don't have a 501c3. You can look that shit up. Look it up. But none of these Moors can show you anything like that. None of these people. They're going to tell you invest in this and invest in that. They can't even show you the fruits of their own alleged labor. Come on, Moors. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop listening to these idiots. They have nothing to show you. They have nothing to show you. Nothing. So stop listening to them, please. Because it's only damaging. It does nothing but damage you. Because now you're giving your energy to someone or something that doesn't benefit you. That is a poor investment. That is a poor investment. That is a poor investment. Right? And when I started buying gold, I started buying 1/10 of an ounce at a time until what? Until I got an ounce. And then what I kept doing, I kept buying 1/10 of an ounce. Do it slowly over time. Don't just buy it. Don't just drop $3,000 right now when you can't do it. Hold on, the bird's acting crazy. Right? Go home. Just playing, all right? So let me just show you real fast. Some of the stuff's on the website. Look. I'm gonna read some of it right here. I'm just gonna read. This is from the book. This is the book. When you get it on the website, it's a PDF version, so you can print it out for yourself, save it to your computer, save it to your phone, read it on the bus, read it on the plane, read it on your break, etc. 3 core principles of business. My phone's at 20%, so it might shut off. The 3 core principles of business are: 1, there are only 2 classifications of business: A, goods, and B, services. Goods are items that are tangible, physical items or units. Services are activities that are provided by others. So a mechanic is a service, right? A restaurant waitress is a service. Selling copper jewelry, those are goods, right? Selling cookies, those are goods. Selling cannabis, those are goods. House cleaning, that's a service, right? There's only 2. There's only 2. Plumber is a service. There's only goods and services. That's it. There's nothing else. Then I define goods. All right. Then I define service. Number 2, focus on supply and demand. Both of these principles are based on the target customer group. Under supply and demand are two focuses. 1, production, which is your ability to produce products and services at a high enough level of quality and consistency over time. So if it's just you by yourself and you're doing house cleaning and you can only make 150 per house and it takes you 8 hours to do it, then you probably shouldn't be in that business. But if you have 4 or 5 workers, actually, you know what's crazy? Leonidas just came to the house the other day because he has his own paint company, and he was talking about how this homeowner, he's an independent Moor, got his own business, right? Hiring Moors. Don't believe me? Ask Moors, right? Come around and ask around, right? This European, you know, they set their price or whatever. Leonidas tried to help the European out. He's like, okay, if you let us do the roof first or the ceiling first, you'll save money and we can knock it out the way. Then after the Moors did all the work, now the owner's trying to say, hey, let me, you know, do the ceiling too, which after they already painted and all that stuff, it's gonna be harder for them. So Leonidas was like, okay, so since you're adding more stuff that I have to do, now I have to charge you X amount of money for the labor. So if you want to know anything about business, ask Leonidas. And have Leonidas review this book if he hasn't already, and have him give his business expertise and opinion on this information. Right? Distribution. Your ability to get your product or service to the market in a timely and economic fashion. Supply and demand is the relationship between quantity of the commodity or the ability to provide a service and that produces desire to sell at various prices and the quantity and customers wish to buy it at. 3, all things, including people, are either assets or liabilities. Then I define that. And then I give examples. So as an example, if you have a restaurant and you're selling food and you hire someone who doesn't know how to cook, that person is a liability, not an asset. So what'd you do? You find someone who's a better chef. Now they become an asset. Now not only do they know how to cook what's on the menu, but they can cook it faster. And it still tastes good, or if not better. Which, if you want more information about this, you can get Trust Law 102. Or if not, if you don't want to support me, fine, just Google it. Just Google business stuff. How to start a business. Just Google it. But if you want to support it more, here you go. Here's the book right here. Here's the book right here. And I give you caveat too. Ain't no just, oh, this is going to be easy. No, you're going to lose money. Because it's not about money. It's about economic freedom. Do you have to do that 9 to 5? You have to get up. You have to give your energy to someone else. You think that's freedom? That's not freedom. That's not freedom. But nah, they're going to tell you to invest in stocks and bonds in some European company. What stock? What stock they talking about? What bonds? Because I got stock. I got books. That's stock. I got bonds too. Gold and silver certificates.
No, I'm gonna put you in a head market today again.
Right. And if you don't know, Leonidas, like I said, got his own paint company. There's more is moving out here. His paint company is already thriving where he's at. So all we're trying to do now is extend it down here. How many Moors do you know are hiring Moors as independent contractors? No employees where you're servants. Independent contractors. You know what an independent contractor is? You know independent contractors get to set their own price on things? Did you know that? All right, Morris. Peace.